Some of you guys are hustling out there making money. Just showed you a picture of LA traffic, and it's literally back to normal. I mean, literally back to the regular heavy LA traffic. And anybody that looks at the thumbnail probably can identify that spot. That's Howard Hughes next to LAX, a very popular exit for all the Uber drivers. And good news, Hog the cat made 2 videos. Remember the Uber Eats driver did a delivery in LA, in Studio City, and then literally stole that cat, took the cat's collar off. A bizarre story. A lot of you guys said, oh, the cat was eaten, the cat's not alive. Well, the good news is Hog was found, reunited with its family. So the kids are super happy to have their cat back. Freaking cat was 18 years old. I don't have a great cat story for you. I've got two crazy cat stories for you. 3 crazy cat stories for you out of my life before we kick off this live session. The first one was around age 14. I used to have hundreds and hundreds of different birds, species, parrots, macaws, pigeons, budgies, parakeets, any type of bird, chickens. I had tons of different birds. And when I was 2 Siamese cats. When I arrived, I mean, they were still feasting on all the birds. They were in the cages. They got in there, and it was just feathers everywhere. Anyway, I swore revenge. I got my BB gun out, like a little air rifle, and I ended up shooting both the cats. The neighbor freaked. Huge commotion with my parents. I had the proof, took a picture with the cats inside the cage. There was no disputing it. And the lady was completely freaked out that I killed her, shot her both her Siamese cats, but then in return, her Siamese cats ate all my birds. Another crazy cat story out of my life. At the Safari Lodge, drinking wine, 4 o'clock in the morning. Pretty sizzled, 5-6 of us sitting around the fire, and I look up and I see 3 baby cats, baby lions, about 15 feet away, and the faucet was dripping, and they were licking the water that was dripping from the faucet. And then when I scanned the area, I knew when there's 3 babies, obviously the mother can't be far away, and she was sitting next to us about 20 feet away, crouching, ready to pounce. We reached into the fire, threw a kettle of hot water and some flaming logs in the direction of the cats, and they took off. That's my other crazy cat story. What other crazy cat stories do I have for you? I think that's about it, folks. Oh, I got one more crazy one. I was dating a girl, 19, she was 18. Parents had also, the cat was like 17, 18 years old. I used to drive this Lancia Delta Integrale 4-wheel drive racing car, and I sped down their driveway once. Well, the cat was up there, perched high, got a fright as I was shooting down with my car into the driveway. Cat jumped in front of my car, and I hit the cat. I ran over the cat, and that was the end of that cat. That cat's name was Smokey, and I smoked that cat. So, needless to say, girlfriend and the parents wouldn't talk to me for about 2 weeks. So those are my 3 crazy cat stories, and I'm happy to report that Hog the cat is back after the Uber Eats driver stole the cat. Second announcement, Rideshare Drivers United. It's a big organization, union, many of you are part of them. I believe they have a big strike on July the 21st. I will confirm those dates. I'll make a standalone video, but they reached out to me and said, Torsten, help us and support us on this July 21st strike. And then they said, well, we've seen in your videos you initiated a strike for the July the 4th. So obviously I have their attention, and they said they're gonna push my strike. I'll help promote their strike. So I'm all for 2 strikes in July back to back. The only difference is theirs is a 1-day strike, and I'll announce exactly why they are calling for a strike. On mine, it's very simple: safety and money. We want better safety, we want better pay, and I requested the community and beyond to strike on July the 4th, preferably the whole day, and thereafter 90 days from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily, leave those riders stranded, right? That's it. So those are 2 worthy causes to support a strike. Also reading this morning that Uber had to settle another lawsuit for $3.4 million, and I think they got away very lightly, because I'm sure the amount was way more, but they had to settle that in Seattle. I'm gonna hit you up with the details, but feel free to share as I cruise down the highway here. I'm still on the 405. And I'm by National Boulevard, by the 405 and the 10. Now, as far as gig apps go, that really was the main headline of the video. Please feel free to share with the community what gig apps you are using to enhance your experience to make more money. Myself personally, I'm a big fan of Maestro and Gridwise and Maestro. I think a lot of you have those 2 apps. They are phenomenal, they really are. Legal Rideshare also has a great app which helps you through the whole deactivation or accident or injury process. Check them out. Worthwhile downloading that app. Local Driver, the Canadian startup, the co-op that I'm supporting, they also have the Local Driver app with a lot of additional features built in, a lot of discounts, etc., etc. That's another great app. Then there's another app out there that apparently you can use your phone as a dash cam, so you can initiate and it start recording. It really might come in handy with all of these carjackings, assaults, murders. So that's an app. I don't exactly know the name. I'm gonna find out the moment I arrive back at my office. I'm gonna leave the various links to the apps underneath the video, but I thought that was an interesting one. I don't know if anybody is using that. As far as mileage, I think the most popular one out there is Mile IQ. Then let me see. Oh, another fantastic app is Uber Cheats. Right, you want to check that out. In fact, Uber, it must be a good app because Uber's trying to sue them and get them to take the app down off the Apple and the Android network. But Uber Cheats, the founder, won in court, and his app remains online and can be downloaded. Uber Cheats, check them out. So Uber Cheats, Gridwise, Maestro, Legal Rideshare has a great app, Mile IQ, and again, feel free to share with me or our community what apps you think will enhance a driver's experience, right? Make them more money, keep them safe, keep them safer. I mean, these are the big tickets we look for as we do this daily game of rideshare, right? And also share that knowledge with newbies. I mean, in all fairness, somebody coming in knowing nothing about the game, it's sort of our duty to make sure that we pass on that knowledge and keep them safe, right? So do feel free to share your knowledge with the newbies. Who knows, by just sharing one particular app, you might just save a life, right? Or you might help someone make several thousand additional dollars per year. You know, so knowledge is power. Just sharing that knowledge of those apps is very, very powerful, very helpful, very supportive of your rideshare community, your gig community. So I'd really like you to, in the comment box, leave any app that you suggest and then the reason why. This app, and here's the reason why. So we're cruising down the 405. We're by Sunset Boulevard right now, by the Getty. Uber is pick up order parts at AutoZone. Okay, cool. Darius Moore in the house. How are you, my brother? Sending much love over there. Uber is pick up auto parts at AutoZone. Always enjoy having Darius part of the channel. Always love his contributions, his input. Always appreciate that, guys. Any type of feedback where we can learn, any feedback you can share, I greatly appreciate, because you're not just helping my channel, but you're helping thousands and thousands of drivers out there. Am I working right now, Moen? No, I'm not working right now. I did work. I worked from 4 a.m. till about half an hour ago. So I did about almost 8 hours and made good money. Did 2 very, very long runs. And now I'm heading home. I'm going to continue working on my house. Landscaping, walls, painting, getting everything ready, jacuzzi. Lots of work, but super fun. I showed you a picture early on. I mean, LA traffic is back to normal, my friends. When is the best time to work? At 4 a.m.? No, these particular ones were private trips, but I think some of the most lucrative hours are from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's a great shift. If you can get that out there at 5 a.m., you're starting the day when a lot of other people are still sleeping. So as that famous saying goes, the early bird catches the worm, right? 5 a.m. you really want to position yourself at some high-end hotel, if possible. That's quite a distance from the airport. You definitely want to pick up a nice long hotel to airport run in the morning. And that's completely doable at 5 a.m., especially in LA. So where I am, you want to be out there in Westlake, Four Seasons, get a nice 1 hour inbound trip to LAX. That'll pay very, very well. Just had my coffee and my bagels at Noah's Bagels. Give them a shout out. Also, huge shout out to Legal Rideshare. Another huge shout out to Maestro Driver, the Maestro app. Did a video on them this morning. Those are a few shout outs to my sponsors. Curial, Courial, Curial, anything delivered. Do you work Uber Black or Select? No, only Black, SUV, and luxury. And that's in between private trips where I can fill them, when I can have like a gap filler. But generally most of the time, right now it's about 90% private trips. I do show you how to get your private clients. Anyone that has that type of vehicle, black or SUV or Lux vehicle, hopefully you're already on Uber and the Lyft platform. If you are not doing private trips, please sign up yesterday, get it done, and make sure you get your limo license, your livery license, your TCP, your TLC, whatever they call it in your state, and start making money. I gotta say, at 4 a.m. this morning there was absolutely no traffic, and now crazy. I want to be a private client. I really want to talk. Oh, you want private clients, or you want to be a private client? Big difference. You said I want to be a private client. You don't want to be a private client. You want to attract private clients. And I show you how to do that at ridesharedrivingschool.com. Check it out. I will also be bringing out 2 new courses on fleets and a very, very high-end training course called Private Chauffeur, where I show you how to attract the very, very best clients. From sports stars, rock stars, actors, millionaires, billionaires, driven them all. So that specific course will teach you how to become a platinum tier. Cutting the line, saved myself like 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm now at 101 and 405, which is a crazy intersection. And the traffic is absolutely nuts. Stay hydrated, my friends. Eat healthy. Very, very important. I'll let this LA Dodgers fan in here with his truck. We'll be making another 2-3 videos this afternoon. Sort of made it a goal to publish about 2 to 3 videos per day, a minimum of 2 per day. So my goal, when I schedule my calendar, sometimes you can schedule these videos in advance, is to make approximately minimum of 60 videos per month. Totally doable. If I follow that formula, Google takes good care of me. I make good money through the advertising of my network. I have 3 monetized channels right now. This specific one is doing pretty well at the moment. One of the reasons why is because Uber and Lyft are spending a ton with YouTube and Google trying to recruit new drivers. So I'm a recipient of a lot of that money. Dutton is, Harry, all of those guys that have channels. I bet you anything, this last month and the month before were way higher than average than the previous months. Why? Because Uber and Lyft are spending an absolute fortune trying to get new drivers. It's the biggest struggle right now, is getting new drivers in. They're just not signing up. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, 90 outside. Let me know how hot it is over there, where you are, how hot it is. I'm sure Palm Springs and Vegas must be cooking right now. When I have kids in the car, I'll give you a good tip, and this is really a good investment, maybe $99 to $150, right? But you don't want to have kids reaching in, trying to grab the auxiliary cord or Bluetoothing while you are driving. What I just do is I have kids in the car, I just hand this to the back and I say, who wants to be the DJ? And that's it. And I hand this off and then they can take care of everything themselves, right? That's mainly when I have 5, 6, 7 kids in the car. One of them always wants to be the DJ. They hook it up to my JBL, and that's it. My problem is solved. They can play their own music. They don't interfere in my sound system. And it's worked very, very well, especially from a safety factor. We used to have too many kids trying to reach in and interfere while I'm driving. And I drive a lot of kids of the ultra wealthy. So, and obviously the parents are fitting the account. I make sure the kids are safe. I make sure that I communicate with the parents. My licensing allows me to transport kids, just like you have to if you want to drive for a company like Hop, Skip and Drive. My friend Uber girl Paula, UGP, she made some really, really good videos back in the day on Hop, Skip and Drive. Well, if you want to drive for them, you know, they are fully licensed. They have their TCP. I think they pay up to about $30 an hour. And you will be driving kids. Obviously, they're going to run a very vigorous background check on you. Make sure you're legit. No crazy pedophile or anything like that. And, you know, driving adults, driving professionals is one thing. Driving college students is one thing. But driving kids, young kids, and I'm talking teenagers, is a whole different game. A lot of craziness going in the car, a lot of showing off going in the car. So just be prepared. If you do go and get your private driver license, your private limo license, and you start driving kids, be prepared. It's very, very different to college students, very, very different to adults or professionals. Now, the one good thing is these kids are generally not drinking, right? Because they're underage. So you don't have to deal with the alcohol factor, but you will deal with the hormonal factor, because there's a lot of boasting and showing off and screaming. So it can be rather stressful, those trips, especially if you have a lot of kids in your car. But like I said, very simple solution I have. It's called Charge 4 by JBL. Totally worth the investment. I just hand that to the back and I say, who wants to be the DJ? And I let them fight it out. And things that I have on board, I have 3 or 4 different types of mints on board. I have, in every door, I have the sanitizers. I have 2 or 3 boxes of extra masks on board. I got tons of magazines. I got the daily newspaper on board. Every day before I start off, I put 2-3 droplets of eucalyptus oil so my car smells like a spa. So I put in a lot of work on a daily basis to provide the very, 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 very best platinum service. And I can tell you that my formula has paid off, because I get referrals like crazy. Tomorrow I have one of the Sassoon, you remember the clothing company Sassoon? I think it's Ronald Sassoon. I have one of the family members that I'm driving to the airport. But I've just referral after referral after referral after referral. People love my car's always clean. The leather is always polished, always a nice spa scent with eucalyptus. I've also just, hi there, Maxito, I like that name, Maxito. I also just recently bought these little hand massagers. You can hold them in your hand. So I'm gonna do a video on that. I have 2 in the car, and the people love it. The people absolutely love it. You know, a lot of these people are highly stressed or have had meetings. They can just switch on that little gadget and massage their neck, their shoulders, their arms. They absolutely love it. I'll show you, I'll give you a little demo of that product. Traffic is crazy. I'm going 6 miles an hour. A lot of bikers here. 7 miles per hour. See, you can see the trees in the background. That's how slow I'm driving. Look at that. It's on the freeway. There's a palm tree in the background there. Do you guys see that? Careless, baby. But I mean, there's another big beach day. So all the people are heading to the beaches. Traffic is literally bumper to bumper to bumper. 8 miles an hour. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys see the video of that Karen screaming and swearing? She was completely drunk in Charlotte. Charlotte passenger cussing out the Asian driver. Why? The guy was so embarrassed. He like, just shut up, man. He was so embarrassed. He kept on apologizing to the Uber driver. But those girls were trash. They were so drunk. What alcohol does to you, my friends. Do you still have the PowerPod charger? No, I switched out the PowerPod charger to other chargers. I got my money's worth out of the PowerPod. At the end of the day, I did find the unit a little bit too big. So it took up a lot of the leg room, but it really served its purpose. Now I've switched it out. I went with USB cords, splitters, and then I have these very, very long cables. I can suggest these cables. I have them in all my cars. Oh, here's a big accident. Let me get around this accident. Policia. I get these 10-foot charger cables. People love them because they can literally run the cable anywhere in the car. They don't have to bend down. They don't have to have the yes, I swapped it out, but thank you for asking. I did get a lot of really, really good mileage, good tips from the PowerPod. Yeah, mainly really good tips. But as technology advances, you know, I mean, I had that video years and years ago. There's such big technological advancements that you eventually switch out the old with the new. Same goes for the Dashcam. The Dashcam that I'm most happy with, I gotta say, is the Vantrue N2 Pro by far. I really haven't found any. Also like the Vava, great dashcam, round dashcam within a little auxiliary so you can film in the other direction. But guys, please, please, please buy a dashcam, please. It is such a crazy deterrent. I also have stickers in my vehicle, no smoking in this vehicle, and keep mask on at all times, right? So those are little things that you can add in your car. Also have a sticker on the outside that the vehicle is monitored, the video surveillance, which is a good deterrent. Puts them on best behavior as they get in the car. Also tells any robber or thief or carjacker, hey, you know, if you want to steal this car, you're on camera, buddy. But I love these long cables, these 10-footers. They do the trick. Happy weekend! Saturday, baby, Saturday. I'm gonna pick up my kids. We're gonna do a lot of painting today. Made major progress on our house. Looking absolutely stunning. Did all the floors. What's up, Lorenzo? Oh, you're in Marina del Rey today. I drove past the marina about 40 minutes ago. Where in the marina? Are you on Washington Place? Are you on Magzella? Are you on Bali? Are you on Mindanao? Are you on Marquesa? Where are you in Marina del Rey? I lived there for 3 years, so I know the marina inside out. I know all those restaurants. Good breakfast is at the Killer Cafe. Dockside grill, good fish, good seafood. Love the marina. Happy weekend. Oh my Lord, if you guys could see this traffic. I gotta show you this traffic because this is fucking insane. Insane in the membrane. Here we go. That's the traffic for you. Pacific Avenue, know it well. That's the traffic for you, ladies and gentlemen. Put the video back, the camera back down here. Muhammad Khalil in the house. Flooding and power outage. I hope you're okay, dude. Sad story with that Miami building. Isn't that horrible? Over 160 people covered in that rubble. Gosh, awful. Anybody close to that? Where that happened, that building? That was awful footage, man. We're on the 101. 12 miles an hour right now. Good morning, Chris Bowman in the house. Welcome you. Good to see the guys, you guys and girls trickling in. Who's working, who's not working. I've never been as busy as I have this last month with especially private bookings. Through the roof. I mean, my Monday schedule is literally from 4 a.m. till nighttime again. Booked out tomorrow, is booked out today. I mean, non-stop every day. Long time no talk, Chris. Mohammed, stay safe, my friend. Got myself a beautiful off-road Jeep. I want to do a demo. I'm going to be taking the kids up to Pismo. We'll be doing some driving on the sand dunes. Yes, I am. That's doing very, very well. It slowed down during the pandemic, the SUV fleet, but back full force. And during the pandemic, a lot of the fleet operators had to reduce their prices. I mean, you couldn't ask 500, 550 per week, obviously in the slowest times. So myself and others, you know, you reduce it to 350, 400 per week. But now that everything's open up, it's back to like 500, 550 per week per SUV. So I followed your video on legal rideshare from a false report with Uber and also sent in real estate documents to address the legal rideshare. So what's the probability of getting reactivated? Depending on how strong your case is, Flipped, it really depends on the strength of your case, right? You could be waiting up to about 4 weeks, but if you provide a lot of good evidence, usually you get reactivated. If your evidence is poor and you're not submitting any evidence, they're not going to switch you back on. And the next step after that is, let's just say you didn't have much evidence, and it's sort of like your word against their word, and you're relying more on the spoken word versus their version. They might have received a different version from a rider or a passenger, so your word against their word. With very little evidence, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to have to proceed to small claims court, right? And then you get another chance to make your case before a judge in small claims court. But if you have dash cam footage, if you have screenshots, if you have communication with your passenger, all of that has to be uploaded into legal rideshare to make it a solid case. Lorenzo, that's a really, really good question. How much should a limo driver get paid? Sorry about that, bad variety. 150 per hour, let's say less about $20 on gas. You should be making at least 130 per hour for every driven hour. 130. So you sent a lot of screenshots and evidence. What report, or what did Uber claim? Why did they deactivate you? Or was it false? Are you arguing a false passenger report? Now, if you have been given warnings before from Uber and then they deactivated you and you're still sending in the evidence, I would say your chances are slim, especially if there are repeat warnings. Eventually they will deactivate you. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know which apps you use that improve your gig work, help you make more money, help keep you safer while driving on the job. Do share your app suggestions. That's what I'm really trying to get today, is get people to share which apps they use and why they use them. If you could pass on that knowledge to others, that would be fantastic. I already spoke of Maestro Driver, I spoke of Gridwise, I spoke of the legal rideshare app, I spoke about Mile IQ. Uber Cheats is another great app. And there's a new app, I'm going to find out what the name is as soon as I get to my office. And that is, it's an app that acts as a dash cam. So you can download it and then your phone will act as a dash cam. I will be doing a video in my pimped out Jeep pretty soon. Had a 3-inch raise, big fat gnarly tires, even has that wrench in the front, that thing that pulls you out of the mud. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's a beauty, black beauty. Around 94, ladies and gentlemen, 94 in the valley. Driving through Encina, Reseda, Woodland Hills area, 94 Fahrenheit. Smash that like button. Got 20 people in the house and 7 likes. Do you need a special license to do Uber in LA? No. Only issue right now with Uber, I know a lot of people that are trying to get on the Uber and Lyft platform, is that the process to vet, to do the background checks, the DMV checks, is taking a long time. I have a friend who uploaded all the paperwork 2 weeks ago, still hasn't been accepted. So they're crying for new drivers. They need drivers like badly, urgently, but they're not getting them on the road. The generic excuse, or the generic reason that they give is, oh, the courts are holding it up. The court system is backed up. Not sure what they mean by that. I want to give a shout out, thanks to the person that gave me some helpful tips with Windows 10. Now that I did that upgrade, and also to Windows 11, I completely understand what you were talking about. So whoever that was, respect, much appreciated. Great success. Very nice. Did you guys watch the Milwaukee game? Blew them 40 points, I think, against Atlanta Hawks. And mark my words, Clippers are still going to beat the Phoenix Suns in the final. I'm going to say it'll be the Clippers against Milwaukee Bucks, and I think Milwaukee is going to win it this year. The Bucks are going to win it, but again, I'm open to your suggestions. I drive in New York City and had to get a taxi license, and we get drug tested every year. Yeah, if you're driving in LA, and you're on an Uber fleet, or you're working with an operator like myself, they do random drug tests. That's pretty much it. But I'm sure New York City has way more stricter rules and regulations and laws than out here in Los Angeles, California. Pretty easy to get your TCP license, your private license. It takes about 2 months, about $1,200. You got to have an LLC, limited liability corporation. You got to get your vehicle registered commercially. A lot of people make a big mistake and they finance an SUV, or they finance a Cadillac or a Suburban or a Tahoe, and they finance it as a regular vehicle. Well, try and get that financing house to convert it to a commercial registration. Very, very difficult. So you do not commit to that vehicle unless the dealership gives it to you in writing. The deal is null and void unless the dealership agrees to have the vehicle registered commercially, especially if you're paying it off over 4 or 5 years. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. That's the number one tip I can give anyone here. If you are looking for a commercial vehicle like an SUV that'll function on Lux, SUV Black, it'll also function as an XL on both platforms. You want to make 100% sure that if you take that initial step beyond Uber and Lyft, that you register your vehicle as a commercial vehicle with commercial insurance. You have to get it weighed. You have to get the TCP process going, which takes 60 to 90 days. And you have to have an LLC, a limited liability corporation. So be prepared for $1,200 out of pocket, at least in California, and about 60 to 90 days waiting time. And after that, right now, mark my words, it's a money maker. 100% of the proceeds go into your own pocket. Yes, the commercial insurance is very expensive, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. Have myself a good lunch, maybe 1 or 2 hours rest, and then I'm going to take on the second part of the day, because the first part of the day for me was 8 hours, started at 4 a.m. You get up at 3:30, quick shower, coffee, yogurt, off I go. 4 o'clock I'm on the road. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Now we driving past my area, Calabasas, Hidden Hills, where I have the most clients. This is my turf over here. Parkway, Calabasas. Mulholland, Parkway, Calabasas. All the way right up to Westlake. Money! Money, money, money. Isn't funny. So yesterday we celebrated Liam, one of my sons, 16th year, for a fantastic dinner. It's really nice. sitting out there with your 5 kids, drinking wine, nice salads, pizzas, kids are smiling, kids are happy. Let the good times roll. We'll also be doing more videos from the bus, the party bus, the tour bus. So, Variety, thank you very much. Dropped us like 2 or 3 times already. That hill over there to my left, that's where Kobe Bryant's helicopter went down. Strangely enough, my service, Verizon, also just went down. Yeah, there's a bad patch here with the canyons, Malibu canyons. Yeah, as I was saying, Vanessa Bryant reached an agreement. She sued the pilot, the helicopter pilot. She sued the airline, the helicopter company. They reached an agreement, a settlement. I'm sure that must have been a crazy amount. But all the money in the world is not going to get your husband back. It's not going to get your daughter back. It's sad, very sad. And that was just right to my left, less than a quarter of a mile from me, where it went down. Also here at this exit, I pick up all my free magazines each week at Air 1 off Lost Hills. Anybody's in this area or works in LA and you want to know how to run a limousine business and build it, one of the things you got to do is get a lot of reading material for your clients. I pick it up every week right here. All the magazines are free. As I reach into the back, I think I'm going to grab one magazine here. These are one of my best clients, Jody and Brent Polachek, giving them a shout out. He is the #1 jeweler worldwide that sells the most Rolexes and Patek Philippe's. Fantastic guy, Brent Polachek, legend. So I have his magazines in all cars, free advertising for them. He tips me like a champion. Brent is a big tipper. Appreciate you, buddy. And it's a great family. It's good energy. Jody and Brent Polachek. Good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, how are you? Robert's in the house. No PORN magazines, absolutely. Kevin, what's the situation over there in Miami with that building? I heard there's still about 160 people missing. That's just incredibly sad what happened there. An entire building just disintegrating. Definitely can't get those type of magazines, Robert. Wouldn't go down very well. But if somebody brings one into my car, I'm not going to stop them. I'm not going to stop them. Head over to Home Depot, get some supplies. Gotta get a couple of... Any coffee? Number 2. I had one at about 4:30 a.m. and then I had another one, I'll tell you exactly, at about 10 a.m. I'm on coffee number 2. And here's the proof. Coffee number 1, coffee number 2. Noah's New York Bagels. Stop there. Got a nice salmon bagel. Delicious. With some good coffee. Excellent. Good way to start the day. Man, building supplies and paint supplies is expensive, man. It's gone up big time, especially lumber. Crazy, crazy expensive. Each one of those big barrels of paint, you're looking at about $130. Goes like one after the other. Interior paint, exterior paint, fence paint. Spending thousands of dollars just on frickin' paint. A lot to paint. But end result is stunningly beautiful. Are you into the taxi business? Me personally, I've never been in the taxi business. I support taxi drivers, but if you're going back into the taxi business, yeah, I mean, Display Ride, they offer a great service. I think it's about $20 a month. And whether you're a limo driver, whether you're a taxi driver or rideshare driver, just highly recommend that you at least have a dash cam on board. Or, for example, Display Ride takes it a step further. Obviously, you upload all your footage into a cloud, like non-stop uploads. So that has a lot of advantages. But you know, you're paying $20 for that service. You know, you're paying for a service. You're paying to keep yourself safe. At minimum, you should at least have a decent to very good dash cam in your car. That right there is the biggest deterrent. Anybody getting in your car sees there's a dash cam, whoa, they're going to be careful, folks. They're going to be careful because they know their face is on camera. Smile for the camera, smile for the dash cam. Please, if you do not have a dash cam, your very next paycheck on Monday, go out and order yourself a dash cam. You can do it on Amazon.com. You can buy it from them directly. You got to spend at least $100 upwards for a decent dash cam. Worth every dollar. Anybody that's trying to save $100 and say, "Oh, I'm not going to spend $100 on a dash cam," that means you're not investing into your safety, or you're not prepared to invest into your safety. You are everything, folks. If you are gone, you know, there's no one that provides for your family. There's no one that pays the bills. So you're trying to tell me a dash cam is not worth it? Go and get a dash cam yesterday. Order it yesterday. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. The more likes, the better the video performs in the YouTube channel. I've got to say, I'm feeling the burn here a little bit. 4 a.m., 12 o'clock, 8 hours. 8 hours on the road. Feeling it. I had a very expensive dash cam, but it never seemed to work right and didn't have the support. Which one was it? If I may ask, which dash cam are we talking about? Because the ones that I have, the Vava and the Vantru, they work perfectly fine. Okay, they are expensive, but they work beautifully. think I will continue filming. I'll keep the live stream going in Home Depot. See how we do. But it's a Saturday, so I'm sure it is extremely busy. Extremely busy. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. Maybe you're chilling, maybe you're working. Whatever you do, stay safe. Laura, my wife, is checking in with me. How are you? She says. Doing fine if you're watching the video. Doing fine. Holding up. Can't believe how crazy traffic is today. Yeah, remember. Dashcams should not let you down. You should not have technical issues with dashcams. So, just curious to find out what model it is. I've never ever had an issue with the Vantru N2 Pro, and I've never ever had an issue with Varva. It's never let me down once. In fact, you get the bigger gigabyte, the big gig disc, so you can get way more footage on there. They usually come with way smaller discs. Immediately swap them out for the biggest disc. I mean, 32 gigs is 64, I'm not sure. I'm feeling it. Tiredness, fatigue is setting in. Probably need to go for coffee number 3. As I look to my left, I see the new Cadillac. That's a beast, the big one. It's a beast. Cadillac 600. It's a beast. Can't wait until the EV Cadillac comes out. Electric Cadillac. It's supposed to have a crazy range. Crazy range. Okay, 7 miles to Camarillo, 390 miles to San Francisco, 25 miles to Ventura. I'm driving a little bit more north today because I'm heading to Home Depot. So I've already gone way past my house. Traffic is insane. We're going to hit up Home Depot. Easy to spend money at Home Depot. Very easy. Although what I need now is not going to cost anything. It's just building those big concrete blocks. I just need 10. So that should be dirt cheap. The new Suburban's also nice. It's massive. Have a great day, my friend Robert. Don't work too hard. I appreciate you, Robert. Have a great weekend to you and your family. Stay safe, huh? Thanks for checking in, buddy. Appreciate you keeping me company here. while I'm on the road. We're on the road to nowhere. Come on and slide. This feeling in our sound. It's alright. Tears for Fears, right? No, is that Tears for Fears? Talking Heads. Talking Heads. Put your indicator out, dude. Come on, man. That's why you have indicators. Home Depot. Let's see. Packed. All the parking bays are full. Now I go around to my little secret parking spot if I can find something over there. Packed to the max. Let's see if I can get lucky over here. Nice. You coming out, buddy? Even my secret spot is full. Come on. Come on, people. Tricky. Ooh, tight. There we go. Nice. Get this big fat Cadillac into a tiny little spot. Works like a charm. Okay, now step 2. We need what do we need? We need one of those things. My foot is all frozen up. Oof. A lot of pain, that leg. Let's see. I need that sucker at the end there. Don't know how these guys are working in this heat. I don't need much. I just need 10 concrete blocks, that's all. Hopefully nobody beats me. Don't take that one, sir. I got that one. Oh, there we go. It's my one. Testing your powers. He's testing your powers. How's it going, buddy? Love this place. How are you, my friend? TK. Home Depot. What does Home Depot have to do with rideshare? Not much. Anybody know how to drive? Got a good deal on concrete mix today. I know every single aisle here can tell you that these concrete blocks. These suckers. You need any here, sir? Cool. Unheard of on a Saturday. Saturday. How are you? Thank you so much. Awesome. You have a great weekend. Stay safe. It's great. People were so cool and helpful here. Thank you. Rideshare professor building a small little retaining wall. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. How are you doing? Some of the workers that are higher here at Home Depot just said hello. Treat the people nicely, you pay them well. I pay them $20 an hour. $20 an hour. Should not be doing this, but it's okay. I have a big mat. 24 remembered. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video on this note. Predict the winner for the NBA. Is it Milwaukee? Is it Atlanta Hawks? Phoenix Suns? Or the Los Angeles Clippers? Who's going to win? Put your prediction right here. And the winner, I'll have a prize for you. So the closest score in games between the two finalists, I'll have a cool surprise for you. And ladies and gentlemen, I have several $25 Amazon gift cards. I made a video this morning. Please take that satisfaction survey. I get paid well, you get paid well, and fill it out for me if you can. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. I wish you nothing but a fantastic weekend. Stay safe out there, you and your family, and have a good one. From the Rideshare Professor, like and subscribe. Stay safe, stay out of the heat, and keep those gas prices down. Cheers.